Hi everyone, welcome to Vlogmas day 12. So I'm just setting myself up for the day. Got myself my cup of tea. I fed the cats this morning. You may have seen Bentley trying to sneak into the biscuit box. So what we've got is we've got it set up so there's like a little cup in there and I can kind of scoop up the right amount of biscuits to feed the cats. But I left it open thinking, oh, I'll just feed them quickly and then come back in. But of course, by the time I'd kind of done that, Bentley had spotted that the biscuit box was open and obviously tried to get in on the action. Yeah, I'm in my dining room again, setting myself up. Yeah, this is actually where the cat's litter trays are as well, and it absolutely stank this morning. They left me a very nice present, and then they just kicked litter absolutely everywhere. Yeah, obviously cleaned up their toilet and then managed to do some hoovering and everything. So tried to at least make it a little bit nice in here. I mean, this is my dining room, but I don't use it as a dining room. It is kind of more or less a little bit of a junk room, to be perfectly honest. So for instance, on like the table, we've got like our old microwave. That needs to go to the tip at some point because that microwave went bang last week. So we had to buy a new one, so we just had to like leave it there for the time being. I've got like my bread makers and like the shredder and everything, the cat food, the cat litter, obviously the litter boxes. And then of course, this tree. This is my cordyline, and it's actually my outdoor cordyline. Yeah, the reason why it's indoors is because last year we had a really horrible winter. And it almost died, and I was so protective over it. I was trying to make sure that it was okay. And yeah, it kind of like, well, one of them, you can't really see the other one of them's down here. That one we actually had to cut off, only a couple of inches from the base, and thankfully it has regrown, so that one's doing really well. This one up here had quite a bit of damage, and you can probably see how it's kind of going this way. It's not really spurting out that way. It's kind of split into two. I don't know if I can turn it around a little bit more so you can see. Yeah, it's kind of split. So it's not as full and as bushy as it kind of should be. But yeah, we've managed to keep it going and everything. So we kind of thought, okay, well, let's bring it indoors this year. Protect it a little bit because we had the space obviously in here to pop it in. So yeah, we did that, and we're going to look after it indoors. And then as soon as the really bad sort of weather's kind of gone, maybe sort of maybe like sort of February, March time, we'll then start taking it out, and a bit like what you do with like little like seedlings, kind of take them out and try and harden them up a little bit. So I'll take him out and make sure he's comfortable, and then leave him out there all over spring, summer, autumn. And then if that works, then yeah, we'll just bring him in every year until he's too big for the ceiling, I suppose. But we've got quite a bit of room left. It does look really tall here, but it's actually probably only the same height as me. It's probably just the angle. Anyway, off on a tangent there. Today we have Misty occupying the snowman bed. She managed to get in there first. I don't think Bentley was too happy about it. He was kind of wandering about and looking a bit sad. So we'll see how long she stays in there for. But yeah, it's that typical thing of if I'd bought two, then neither of them would use them. Whereas I've got one and they share it, and yeah. So but yeah, if I bought another one, guaranteed they won't use it. So anyway, I better crack on with my day's work. I have actually tried to put a little bit of makeup on today. Not loads, just a little bit of powder, little tiny bit of blusher, my eyeshadow, and a little tiny bit of mascara, just because it's mainly for me more than anything. I have a few meetings. Oh, Bentley's back. You can't go in there, my love. She's in there. And I've got a few meetings online today, so I just kind of thought, I want to make it look as though I'm a little bit fresher. I was also going through my wardrobe this morning and being like, oh, is there anything that I can wear that isn't this giant jumper? I was thinking maybe I could wear my Itch to Stitch Cebu top, because I know that was a little bit oversized, but yeah, I couldn't get it over the cast, and I didn't want to stretch it too much. It was getting a bit painful, so I was like, nope, just leave it. So I might have a look a bit later on, see if there's anything else that I could sort of wear, maybe with some help from Stuart, to see kind of if it goes over and everything, because it's a bit annoying, because it's like I'm a bit cold in the house. I don't want to whack the heating up too much because it's quite expensive and everything. So I want to just wear like a nice thick jumper like this one, and I'll be kept warm for the day. But yeah, it's just a bit, let's just wear the same jumper again and again. I hope you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe try and change it up a little bit. So yeah, I might try and see what else I can sort of wear for tomorrow. Well, this one probably has to go in the wash now. But yeah, anyway, I've been yabbering on now for about 5 minutes, so I will let you get on with well, I won't let you get on because you're going to be watching this all together. But anyway, I'll speak to you a bit later. So Misty is still in the snowman cat bed. It's about 11 o'clock now. And Bentley was looking round, being a bit sorry for himself. He wanted a bed. So excuse all the wires and everything. Obviously that's going to my laptop. But I've got some chairs that we stacked because they're due to go in the loft after we did the wreath making. This is the table that we used as well, and we haven't put them back in the loft yet. And I thought, oh, I'll put a little blanket in the little upturned chair for him, so it feels like a little cat bed for him, and hopefully he's enjoying that. Is that nice, Bentley? Feel more included now? Don't think he's particularly impressed with my makeshift cat bed, but better than nothing, Bentley. Got plenty of cat beds in the lounge that you could sleep in, or upstairs. Is this one okay? I know. When she's out the snowman, you can go straight in it, I'm sure. Misty's like, I'm not moving. I'm comfortable. This is my spot. Hi everyone, so it's lunchtime, so I made myself some crimpets, and for those of you not in the UK, you probably don't know what that is, and maybe even some of you in the UK might not know. But it's where you get little sandwich thins, and you put stuff in the middle. You crimp them with the little crimpet, and then you pop them in the toaster. So it's kind of like sort of like a toasted cheese sort of sandwich type of thing, but you can put loads of stuff in them, and I thought that was easy enough for me to do. And yeah, it's quite funny because yeah, I just don't realise how much strength I've got in my, you know, dominant hand. So I was trying to, you know, slice the cheese and everything. It's just, I was sweating trying to like cut it. But yeah, I managed to get there in the end, which was fine. And then I've had a look at my Beyond the Pink Door Advent Calendar Day 12, which is the online content. And that was really nice because that was a word search. I really liked the word search. That was really good. And I think a few days before there was the puzzle, which was great. Really enjoyed that. So it's really nice having that sort of additional sort of fun sort of content. I love all that sort of stuff. So every lunchtime when I'm at work, me and my colleagues, if we have lunch together, we kind of sit round one of the tables, and we do, again, I'm not sure if all have heard of them, but we do like wordles and hurdles and all that sort of stuff. So like Wordle is just like a word sort of based game that we kind of all do, and we try and beat each other on how many times we can do it. And hurdle is like a music, sort of like beat the intro type thing, and we do one for like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s and 2010s. And yeah, it's kind of become a little bit of a routine. So actually doing like the little word search and things like that is actually really nice to sort of do. I'm still doing my wordles and hurdles, but it's not the same without my work colleagues kind of around. So yeah. Yeah, and then it's just been a really dull, sort of rainy day. It's been absolutely chucking it down. It's been so dark. I've had to put the lights on because it's just been, yeah, horrible. But yeah, so my lunch break's more or less over now. So get back to my desk and carry on working for the day. And yeah, hopefully do a little bit more jigsaw later, because I'm not sure if you noticed yesterday, but my jigsaw, I found quite a few of the pieces. I kind of went through my miscellaneous pile again, and quite a lot were in there. And I'm only missing at the moment 5. And I think I've got potentially, I can't remember, maybe 5 days left, I think, on the boxes. So yeah, potentially I might actually have all the pieces, in which case I'll feel quite bad if I message the seller to say I'm missing pieces, I think, and then find that I'm not. But I can always message them back going, oh, silly me. But yes, that's quite nice. So once I finish that one, then I can get started on my other one. Stuart, I think, has got football on the TV later on as well. So I might have just a look and see if there's anything I can do sort of tidy up wise or organisation in my sewing room. I'm missing it so much already. I'm just kind of thinking, yeah, I wonder if there's anything I can do, obviously that isn't cutting out fabric or tracing patterns or actually doing any sewing. I know that even if I tried sewing a seam, I just know it'd be really wonky and I'd just get really angry with myself. So I'm not even going to attempt that. But yeah, I might try and do some organisation or something like that maybe a bit later. But yeah, I'll take you along with whatever I do. Okay, so I am done for the day. I've just come out of my last meeting from work, which was a very long one, hour and a half. And yeah, it just got a bit busy this afternoon with like queries and things, and it was all a bit mad. So I thought, no, I'm not going to work any longer than my allocated time. I'm just literally going to save it for tomorrow because I'm shattered. I feel really tired. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down on my laptop and everything, and I'm going to wait for Stuart to get in, have a shower, because I just need him to help me put on a little cover for this thing. And then, yeah, I'll see how I feel after my shower, whether I actually want to do anything else. It might just perk me up a little bit, but yeah, I'm feeling really, really tired. So yeah, I'll see how I get on. I may speak to you later. If not, then I'll speak to you tomorrow.